Right. Ooh, well, the app crashed or something happened there. It finally died. Oh, bugger, the space died. So hopefully we can get everyone back in. Sorry, phone issue there. Technical problem. Hmm. Uh, I don't like technical problems. They really annoy me. So yeah. Sorry about that. Laura, how are you doing? Fancy coming up? Or another fella? Come up and speak. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Um, Gotta admit, it's I haven't talked about Undertow. I have to admit, it's been pretty hard to recognise he's gone. Sorry, I came in a bit late. But maybe that's a testament to who he was. Sorry, I wish I could be uplifting, but
No,
he,
don't worry.
he he
Paul.
was he was he was the person who lifted us up.
Exactly.
That's why we loved him. And unfortunately, no one can replace him. I certainly can't. I'm trying to trying to figure out how to be uplifting and funny. I should probably go and get my shark outfit out and put that on, because that's the best I can do, which is a pale imitation of what he did for all of us.
But you know what
Um,
he said? You know what he told us to do? And we've got a recording of him saying this as well. Keep buggering on. That's what we got to do. So that's what you got to do. That's it. In your own way. So each of us has to keep buggering on in our own way with what we believe and John also believed in, which was Ukraine and broader things as well, but focus on Ukraine. So that's what I reckon we should do. Thoughts? What? Oh, Laura. Thoughts?
Oh, you all have just been doing such a tremendous job. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, 5x5.
Excellent. Thank you. I love what you asked Coast of Life, Dr. Seal, about how that was a perfect question just to show how much impact he had when you asked about what was it like before he worked, what John did, and after. And it's amazing, right? Like one person being able to do that. And I've loved everything you guys said about him. Just beautiful. I was at Beauclair, just beautiful. I agree. Like this is, and I'm an outsider to NAFO, but it is absolutely one of the most amazing organizations I've ever seen. It's brilliant. You guys touch on so much, I think, and I'm just grateful to observe it too. But to be kind of NAFO adjacent is amazing, and I loved everything you guys said. Let's see if we can get more people back too. Is there anything I can do to reach some of the people who might have gotten disconnected?
I guess if people can retweet the space, that would be good to let people know. I've called it the same thing, apart from part two, as the original as well. So if people, but I think there was a gap of maybe 5 minutes when the space was down before I scrambled to try and get it back up again. Didn't realize it was completely down first of all. So sorry for the delay on that. Bummer. Technical difficulties.
I was talking to myself for about a minute until I looked down at my phone because I
Well,
heard nothing.
Well, to my record, when I was doing some co-hosting at Maria Report, is 20 minutes. This is kind of went near where I started. It was 20 minutes, and I thought, I've got to keep talking just in case I am on air. And I just go on
That's
about. And it was 20 minutes, apparently, I was talking to myself for. So, yeah.
hilarious.
I don't know if anybody's done longer. Please let me know because it'll make me feel better. Because 20 minutes is quite a long time, actually. Anyway, so
Not quite 20 minutes, but when I'm streaming, sometimes it'll cut out and people are like, hey, we can't hear you. And I'm like, oh, God damn it.
exactly. But I was just yakking away. I didn't know the black channels all that much at that time and stuff like that. So I was just kind of yakking away, basically. Oops. So yeah, I can yak maybe. Babushka, are you? Oh, sorry. Carry on.
No. I was just bullshitting. I was like, I was beating a boss once and, didn't find out until it was over that I had not been broadcasting the entire time.
We just kept buggering on, didn't we? Until we realised shit. And then went, duh.
Can I just say two things?
Yeah.
One is somebody referred to us as an organization, and I want to remind, well, we all know we're not organized.
No.
So we're not organized. We're not an organization. But in the previous space, somebody said, very from the heart, they talked about under, and then they said, thank you for allowing me to speak because I'm just a little guy. And I thought, no, like, we're all equal. We're all equal. So.
It's a pancake flat hierarchy.
Well, it's. However, yeah.
We may all be little, yet somehow he made us all feel special and big, especially those who knew him in real life.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Trying to find my there's a meme or several of them that says something but kind of sketchy.
Yeah, NAFO
Yeah, that's us.
Isn't it sketchy but kind of organized?
Yeah, that's
kind
it.
of organized.
Yeah.
Connor.
I mean, if there was anything that actually epitomized him, that was probably it.
Absolutely.
It's like, sort of semi-well dressed, but kind of not.
Kind of not, yeah.
With
like
his
kind of you think he's kind of like, he looks like, if I remember meeting, like, when he's at rallies, just like, he kind of seems like epitomizes what you'd think of a traditional English gentleman, but also at the same time, absolutely not.
Right.
Right. Very much so.
Oh, no.
A duke, apparently.
Oh, no. But that's not just on under. That's on all of it. Like, NAFO. That's what we are.
Yeah.
It is what we were, but the thing is, somehow he managed to become the epitome of.
He embodied that.
if you like, can you epitomize, kind of organized, sketchy, but kind of organized? That literally is just like, yeah, that could be like summarize yourself in a sentence, and I'd be like, yeah, I could see him putting that as his like me in a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
That he may or may not have been wearing trousers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fortunately,
I may not be wearing trousers now. So.
Well, the thing is, he actually he always turned up pretty well dressed, and you just sit there going, "I thought you were a tribble," and then you turn up and it's just like, "Shit, you're a lot better dressed than the rest of us." It actually looks like you put in effort. I mean, Maggie and I wear shark suits because, frankly, we're too lazy to actually put effort into dressing. You all think this is like a psyop, but actually, it's just lazy, and a shark suit's actually very, very practical.
Exactly. Well, anything underneath, he did look dapper compared to us, though. But we look like sharks, so that's not surprising.
Yeah. So imagine the amount of effort he put in, and where's our outfits for 20 quid off Amazon?
That is funny.
I have no regrets, though. It's good 25 quid spent on Amazon.
No regrets either. And I think he loved it as well, because I think maybe he was doffing his hat to us. It's like, credit where it's due. Mm-hmm. I paid a shitload of money for all of this clothes to look smart, and should have just bought a shark outfit.
I always kind of hoped that he would like show up to something wearing every nail scarf.
Oh yeah,
Actually, it's in terms of like the quintessential British gentleman, it's like he literally would actually dress like some of the better dressed Doctor Who characters, largely
right.
because Nell helped him out.
Mm-hmm.
We did talk about that. Did come up before Northern Nether. So actually, there's a recording. So this is recorded as well. So listen to the first 4 hours before the crash. Yeah, listen to some of those stories in there from Nell actually as well about the
Yeah.
scarf. And he looked. Which Doctor Who did he look like? Did you think he looked like? Which one was it again?
David Tennant.
Oh, with the long scarf.
That's the
Oh
one.
no,
Oh,
David
Tennant.
oh,
Tennant.
That's
Tom
right.
Baker.
Tennant.
Tennant.
Tom
He
Baker.
used to say that he looked like Peter Capaldi.
Yes.
Yes, that was his favorite Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the scarf may be from Tom Baker, but not the looks.
Right.
Right. Well, he didn't really look like Tom Baker in real life. I mean, Peter Capaldi in real life either. He looked more like David Tennant.
Yeah.
Who was that other singer that you said he looked like? What was that guy? He had the same build as him, I said. But I can't remember the name of the...
Jarvis Cocker.
That's the one,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the lead singer of Pulp, tall and
Yep.
skinny.
Yep. Very lanky.
By the way, if you're tuning in now, there is a celebration of life video that Bat Fella put a lot of work into that is up on YouTube. I can drop the link in the chat.
Oh, that'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah, so pop that in this chat if you can, and all the other links that you talked about in the previous speak will be in the comments on that thread there for that, so they
Oh,
won't be
that's
lost.
great. I might put the song in there too.
Really annoying when a space crashes.
Yeah, you can't restart the same space. That is annoying.
Oh, really? That's how it works. Okay. I've got the song repeated in my head over and over. That's how much I've listened to that thing. And every time I hear it, I always find something different um, to attribute to, either to him or to me, stuff going on in life, all that.
The video is back up now.
Thank you.
And so to the song or the poem. Yeah.
Are you talking about the You Are Worth It song? Because I just found it. It's a great one.
Yep. I just put it on.
Yeah.
Yep. Just put it in.
Whoever did that, great thing.
That was Dr. Seal of Coast of Life. It was actually a poem. And she brought it to life in music.
It's funny, I keep seeing the Cumbria Fella, and when I was looking for the lake that I actually used for the video was Buttermere, but I remember having to type that in, and it's just the emotions hadn't hit me until until probably right about now. It's amazing that somebody that I never got to meet in person affected my life so much,
Yeah.
and that's for so much of NAFO.
Mm-hmm. It's 100%.
I mean, even when I never met iamundertow, I never talked to him, never DM'd with him, I never was aware that he's around. And I almost quit NAFO and did other things with organizations in Ukraine, etc. I'm really amazed that I have the feeling in this group here that everyone around here has taken up the plunge for him and with him and carried it on. And this is I don't know. I haven't experienced that for a long time in spaces with NAFO, and this really somehow gives me hope. So at least this space for me is for use, and even out of respect, I just put up my NAFO PFP. Just had to look for it and brought it up back. So yeah. I don't know. This is a great space. Yeah.
Well, this is how spaces should be, kind of friendly. Well, you can definitely segments and spaces. Yeah, well, I like spaces like that. Obviously, we don't want to be here because we've lost a fella, but definitely NAFO spacey type spaces. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. This is the first space. Well, no, I'm sorry. I take it back because I don't want to offend Shaggy because I do listen to his. Um, but this is the first space outside of Tryzub Radio that I've actually stayed on and listened and have no inclining to step away from it because of the engagement of everyone that's been here. Um, and it's the first time that I get to hear many of your voices.
I've got to learn a lot more about John than I did before the space started.
Right.
That's one thing I've learned over the past 4 or 5, nearly 5 hours, whatever it is. I've lost count now. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm like,
That's all right.
oh, another fella. Your hands in the air.
Can you?
Seems like sometimes you get on a space and the topic is kind of tossed aside, and really this one, I mean, I've been engaged now for about 3 hours on the first one, and now I'm still on the second one. So I've been sitting here for, going on 4 hours now, and it's it's staying on topic, and remembering toe, and it's been really, really engaging.
Another fella?
Yeah, I mean, for those who are saying they were NAFO adjacent or almost not NAFO, having been NAFO but are back, that is the power of his humor. But also, he will reach out and touch beyond the grave because I was chatting with some people in Ukraine yesterday. So you're going to see 3 drones. Fiber optic guided, long range,
Ooh.
thermal optic drones, and they will be called. You'll see it on the on-screen display. 1 will be I am undertow, 2 will be you are undertow, and 3 will be we are undertow.
Ah,
So these are deep strike, 30-kilometer plus fiber optic guided, thermal equipped
So
kamikazes.
they're gonna get there,
So
basically.
yeah. Now, yeah, I mean, I also think it's really important to remember that what a big supporter he was of Coast of Life. And literally, this was him. What does Coast of Life do? Trench candles, bringing light into darkness.
right,
That was him. Well, he's I am undertow, you are undertow, and we are undertow. You can't guarantee hits, but these are, prototype experimental drones, long range precision strike. I'm not going to reveal the companies because there's one company doing the fiber, there's a different company assembling the drone, etc. But they appreciate him enough and understand him enough to have these experimental fiber drones have well, at least of the first batch. So these will go to a soft unit. Um, I am be named after him. So even though these guys are, literally these guys are the scary motherfuckers.
yeah,
They don't really talk about what they do, which is why I don't see them broadcasting very much. But even the people making the drones for them understand or know enough about him to be like, yeah, we would happily accept. Well, the company's making them. There's one company doing the fiber, the guidance. There's the other company doing the drone. But there's enough appreciation that yeah, it warrants. I am undertow, you are undertow, and we are undertow being deployed in combat by an elite unit.
right.
He'd like to know that, honestly. I'm pretty sure John would love to know that kind of an elite Ukrainian unit is going to stick his name on their gadgets. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, maybe we can find a way to send a trench candle with each one of them so that the pilots and well, the operators can stay warm as well, so that when they're smoking Russians, they can do it in comfort with light where they are,
that's right.
because that's who he was.
That's right. That is right.
Look, Laura.
Thank you. Another, that sounds amazing. And it reminded me, we haven't really talked about the announcement from United 24, right? Or have we? Did I miss that? I was trying to listen so carefully that they've named the Sky Sentinels after him. Is that correct? I loved that posting. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. The one they just raised the funds for will be named after Undertow.
Yeah, it's a turret thing.
Yeah,
That's my mechanical description of it. I know
yes,
turret.
that's mine too. A turret thingy that works.
Exactly. So that's the universal language. Yeah. So thingy. Yeah.
It's
Thingy.
a turret. It's a turret thingy which spits fire into the skies to save Ukrainian lives.
There you go.
Um, it may not spit fire as fiercely as Undertow spat bullshit and
Yeah.
counter propaganda, but even still, it may be a pale imitation of him, but at the same time, it will keep Ukrainians alive, and
Yes.
we'll create a bit of fire in Ukraine. So yeah, fitting tribute, and that's fucking awesome. And that's really
Absolutely.
amazing of United 24.
Yeah.
I just have a request. There was a woman a few minutes ago in the other space who had some problems getting fishing nets from Nova Scotia to Ukraine. When this person is still around, please DM me because I might have a contact who could help you out from Nova Scotia.
Hmm.
So I think I'm from Nova Scotia, and I think she DM'd me. So when she DMs me, I will DM you. Can you DM me so I can remember who you are?
If I could see who is speaking, because my app doesn't show me who is speaking, who is raising his
Oh,
hands.
sorry, it's just Helen.
Just Helen, okay. I'll just drop you a
Yeah,
DM.
yeah. If hopefully that works.
We'll find out.
Walter,
Yes, sir.
I need you to ring something.
Yeah. Oh, I heard that. You know what? I thought it was just in my mind, but no, it's boom. There you go. Another match made in heaven or from heaven.
And another Undertow match. Ding ding.
Ding, ding.
Do you also realize all of these matches made in heaven are
Hmm.
in Nova Scotia?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
That's because all the sane people got out of Texas.
Oh, yeah. True. What happened to us? We're not sane.
I think you completely understand what I'm insinuating. Yes.
Oh, I know. I know.
Oh, you know what else I see? Forgive
But,
me. Maybe these people don't want to speak. But I see Yulia and I see Cheryl and I see Babushka, and they're fuzzy nutters beyond fuzzy nutters.
mm-hmm.
I just want to give them a shout out.
Thank you,
They love
Helen.
Undertow. Love
Hey.
you.
That sounded wrong. I'm sorry. They're beyond fuzzy. So that's wrong.
That's the whole, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Saying nothing else before I get myself into trouble.
True. We have some Aussies that are on. Do we have any New Zealanders? No. Norwegians?
Well, in honor of him, does anyone have any suggestions for theme songs? Because I know a Kiwi who can flash the ESCs for "I Am Undertow," "You Are Undertow," and "We Are Undertow."
Mm-hmm.
Any song on Power on Self Test. So I was going to ask him to have them play, "God Save the King." But if
Well,
anyone thinks like playing the Doctor Who anthem or something else would be better for trolling
Oh,
Russians.
that's a good idea. The Doctor Who
Yeah.
anthem would be great.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I know a Kiwi who knows how to flash the ESCs to that, so I'll see if he can.
hang on. Which version of the Doctor Who anthem? Because it got really shit the last
Oh
few
my,
decades. I like the one from like 25 years ago, the Tom Baker warning type thing, maybe a bit after
Well,
that.
there you go. That would be best.
But
For some reason, when you said about a theme song, I just the Beacons of Minas Tirith movement from Lord of the Rings popped into my head immediately.
Yeah,
I could just see a flood of undertows tribble rolling over the mountains and on the way to smash some orcs. So that'd be kind of funny.
that's
Okay,
funny.
well, I'll try that on a drone here. I'm not sure how it will sound because drone motors are not designed to be speakers, but I will see what it sounds like. Maybe I'll do a recording and share it, and we can be like, okay, what do we think is. In fact, even if it's comically shit, that actually might be more appropriate. But I'll give it a
Yeah,
go here before I send it to Ukraine. You have these soft guys going, why the fuck is our drone making these weird fucking noises?
But
it's
actually,
undertowed. It's
but
undertowed.
actually, that would be a brilliant technology if you could send the drones in singing the most worst song ever, like the most humiliating way to die ever.
true.
That would be the best.
Hmm.
You know,
Okay, I don't want to get expectations up. I will try it. I will put it on an 8-inch octocopter, and then we can see. I don't know. Maybe we will rally around the most shit, ridiculous sounding thing possible. But I will try a couple of options. So I will try various Doctor Who's. Now this is going to be on an 8-inch octocopter drone, so it's going to sound different because it will go on something substantially bigger. But
Sure.
it's the best I can do for now.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Can you imagine?
I just got a.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I would like to throw in an idea because I heard that with the drone unit and the new fiber optic drones, named after him. While United 24 has already named now the one turret after him, I would love to see that drone unit, would request over the commander, that a letter to the office of the president of Ukraine is sent, to reward iamundertow, to be a hero of Ukraine.
Oh,
That will be something that I would love to see because I am going through his timeline, through his profile, and I'm just stunned what this person has done over all those years. And this guy is amazing, and I'm really mad at myself that I never had the chance to contact him and to talk to him. You know, this is just amazing.
Yeah, he was. I have a message from someone who is on but invisible and has tried to be visible but can't. So this is from Jolie Mack. Since early days, Under was always around. I didn't have to speak to him often to know that he was there and a part of my everyday. I will miss this. He lurked in our cats division chat. Tribbles are kind of cats, so he's accepted into the litter box. Always a treat when he popped in with a comment. Under's bonking was legendary. I was going to send him his official bonky stick ornament for Christmas and had it set aside for mailing, but that was not meant to be. However, his bonky stick went to another deserving fella and will be put to good use. Nutters will carry on. When I learned of his passing, I immediately started to make Derek critters, and that really helped with the fella sadness that I felt. Under would really like our pocket Derek fuzzy critters. Under was awesome, an OG, an inspiration, embodied NAFO's spirit. Love hearing all of the fellas and friends this afternoon on the spaces, and would like everyone to know how much the community means to my everyday. And I send love from the Cats Division. And again, that was from Jolie.
that's awesome.
I love
Beautiful.
Julie.
This is
Julie,
beautiful.
if you can hear this, that's lovely.
Thank you. Yes, my thank you was to Jolie. So it sounded like it was to Helen. But yes, that
It's not.
was very well said.
Yes. I'll share. Honestly, I haven't cried this much, and it's a good cry, um, in a very, very long time. Just hearing the stories, remembering John, uh, the legacy he leaves behind in all of us, of which we're now the stewards, to carry on where he left off. Um, it's actually tears of joy more than anything else, not sorrow. Yeah.
Other memories? There's some mean bastards in here. You must have some.
You know, they're never quiet. They're very opinionated. Why are they silent now? I
You know
mean that
what?
in jest.
You know what, Tryzub, what you just told us, that makes me feel like I would like to lay my arm around you and bring you a beer, yeah,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
silence. Yeah. This is nice. And, yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
absolutely. No, you're right.
Mm.
And I'll freely accept it, and we will share many more after that one until one of us falls under the table. This is what this guy has done, uh, over the years and what he's left for us, each other.
And the reason the main bosses are so quiet now is that maybe we didn't realize how much he was our voice.
Yeah, which he really was, because you would see, let's say, it doesn't matter if it's a topic about the UK or whatever, but um, maybe someone else is making comments and there's a discussion going, and then John would pop in, and then suddenly he would be the Pied Piper, and we're all the little mice following behind him because we know now that we have muscle behind us and what we're going to do next. But secondly, we all rallied around the same thing, and
I really like that description of the Pied Piper because that literally sums him up.
yeah,
One, both ridiculous, but two, mythological, but three, yet somehow effective, and also kind of sketchy.
yes, of course, that's all of us. Very sketchy. He was the sketchiest.
Just that
But with
PFP of
really nice
his,
shafts.
just that PFP of his, where he looks slightly dishevelled, should we say?
Oh
That's
yeah,
my favourite one.
The Withnell?
yes,
He's got wearing tweed, I think, or something like that. I'm not quite sure.
yeah. That was from mid of this year or a couple of months before summertime. He's holding a beer and he's in the countryside and he's a total wreck.
Oh, he's
Bloodshot
holding a
eyes.
bottle.
Yeah,
I like that one a lot. That's my favorite. I think that's my favourite of all of them that I can remember anyway. I can't wait to be able to see them all lined up in the undertow tapestry.
yeah. The stoat. That is my favorite. And every time that little bastard was deployed, um, it was just a grin, a smile from ear to ear. Um, just something about him. Just a beautiful stoat, and then that little doggy face, the Sheba face, that was kind of sketchy too. I love that one.
Rosemary asked to join as speaker. Rosemary, do you have anything you'd like to add or share with us?
I do. So I think, like so many of you, I can remember some totally surreal exchanges with John. I know you'll know what I mean. But paradoxically, one thing he really taught me, looking at how much he gave, he absolutely committed himself, heart and soul, to the cause of Ukraine. Paradoxically, he taught me that I really needed to compartmentalize things. That, I think so many of us feel this guilt that Ukrainians in Ukraine are going through so very much. But for us, we can't give maybe as much as John did. And so I get through my days by thinking, I do for Ukraine what I can and what I must. And that's what keeps me going. And that's kind of one of the lessons he taught me. But I only ever met him once. But I just feel like in the end, I knew him pretty well, and I know we're all going to miss him so much.
Yes, ma'am.
And his interest in you never wavered whether you could give or not.
Correct. Yeah. Excuse me, I gotta go get some more napkins. Tissues.
You knew you'd run out, Walter.
It's all snotty, the one I've got.
Laura?
Sure.
Thank you again. And this is kind of as an outsider, like, I love NAFO so much, of the kind of the unhinged nature, like what Shaggy was talking about, like the one who looked pretty disheveled was perfect to me. And like what that fella did, the video was just beautiful to me in terms of just, it captured so much of how I think of NAFO in this amazing way. Was he kind of a part of creating that kind of unhinged nature? I gather a lot of you kind of were part of all of that. I'm still amazed, like how you guys do it, how you put it all together in this brilliant way.
You think we put this together in some sort of organized manner? You realize we're brain damaged cartoon dogs?
It's
He was
all
just
it's
he was just
all
the sketchiest of us. That's why we rallied behind him.
it's all organised in sex tunnels on a Friday afternoon. That's all. That's all we can say. That's
That's why he looked so disheveled all the time.
exactly. And by Saturday, we can't remember what happened. So it was sketchy as well. So we don't know. We just know it's Friday afternoon, sex tunnels. And what's his name going to be there? What's the name of that? Frank. Frank is probably there still. I'm honestly, people are looking for Frank, and I'm pretty sure I know where he is.
Frank and the tribble that has a butt plug on the end of it.
I have that bookmarked. I'll put that in. I
I was
think I
about
have
to
it
say, you
bookmarked.
have that butt plug?
No.
Yeah,
I
but
did make one for him, though.
that's
Oh, so you don't
exactly
have
what.
the Amazon link to it then?
Well,
When you start, carry on.
there's a graphic, and then I crocheted one for him. I have to
You
find
crocheted
it.
a butt plug? How does that work? I'm just curious about
Well,
the mechanics.
I wouldn't suggest actually. It's not meant for internal use.
Are you going to
Oh,
commission one? Are you going to commission one, another fella? I crocheted one.
okay. I put
I'm
the.
just I'm just here to learn. I'm just trying to figure out, not for internal use. That's what I was kind of thinking. It just, as an engineer, it just seemed counterintuitive. But I will defer to the
Right.
chicken and cats division.
I put the graphic in the nest. That was I got help with that from Poet. Let me see if I can find a picture of the other one. Why did I make that? Yeah, he kept me busy. Let me tell you. But I
That's
had
the
the
picture.
most.
Oh, that's the picture. Just the second. That's the picture now. I've just seen it in the purple pill. Thank you for putting that there. Sorry, carry on.
Okay, and there's the other one. Should be showing up there.
The jewelry that I would send him kept getting, at least according to him, it kept getting nicked by his sister and his mom, and so he would just get a package. I would see the notification, and he'd be like, "So I need you to send me some more." Speaking of keeping busy.
And
Seeing
another one. Go ahead.
seeing those plugs, I will never go down again to the sex tunnels. Never.
Wait, so the orgy in honor of him is not happening tonight? Is that correct? I was, literally doing my ironing, so I looked well dressed for it. Is that not happening?
I have another commitment. I'm sorry.
Level 22.
Just make sure you're signed up on the HR sheet. It's actually up on the wall. So
I think you went into the wrong tunnel because it's pretty much a free for all whenever he was there. But each to your own. You need to go to the sketchier tunnels.
the ones without the new lube dispensers.
We were talking in the previous space before it crashed, another fella, about the advent of ass hammer. You were there as well, though. So what sort
I was
of,
I was part of unintentionally part of the origin story. So yeah, apparently if you are sketchy and have enough beers, AASM hammer, a NATO designation for a weapon, reads like ass hammer. If you're sketchy but kind of organised. Uh, so yeah, that was the origin. He misread a meme I made as ass hammer, even though it was very clearly the NATO designation of AASM. But
Hmm.
that's whether that was intentional or not. I can kind of see him just be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna." It may be a NATO designation. What was it? Lord of War. I prefer the way I say it, or something like that. Yeah, I think he had to think on that. Ass hammer does sound better.
Did someone say lube? Because I just posted something in the chat. Because it's the super one. In case anybody needs.
I mean, if you have questions about using lube, I would suggest more foreplay before you go in with that.
Ah,
Rookie mistake.
yes. That was the BDSM fella. Actually, what do you call them when they're all dressed up in
A gimp
the
suit.
black? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I said it's a gimp suit.
That's right, the gimp suit. Yes,
Stop pretending you don't all know what gimp suits are and are trying to be like, oh, what's this thing called? We all know. We've all been there on a Friday night in the tunnels.
I think I read it in a book once.
Yeah, you told yourself that.
Yeah,
Believe you.
I think I've seen that movie. Oh, the shenanigans! Oh, look at the pocket derricks. I didn't know we had pocket derricks. Dr. Seal put a Venn diagram, which is actually pretty nice because it's got the three different doctors and then John in the center of it.
Yeah, I think that was the same day he went to that event with you, Alex and Shaggy.
the 24th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been that from from the Russian embassy down to Trafalgar Square on a hot fucking February day. And then don't forget then stay in Trafalgar Square for a while, and then we all buggered off to the pub,
Yeah,
including John.
of course. He wouldn't have it any other way.
That's right. It's just so many memories and shenanigans and all sorts of things.
Laura.
I know I wanted to let Walter speak too
No,
so
go
much
ahead,
more,
please.
but I
No.
still no, and I saw still Coast of Life, amazing Coast of Life is still listening possibly, and I love everything they say. If there was anything else that you wanted us to know about John or any other thoughts, I love all of the information you have in the stories. It's amazing.
There's one. Let me see if I can find it. You guys carry on, carry on, carry on.
And I don't mean to put you on the spot too, because she may be busy. They're always busy with things too.
No, not at all. Just it's that for years I've been saying, well, tomorrow I'm going to organize my photo library. But no, everything is just strewn together. It's a hodgepodge of organized chaos. Let's see, let's see. It's something that's related to John, and I will find it. It's a bunch of post-it notes that are up on the wall in the shop at Coast of Life. I will find it. Oh shit! I got a photo here of an electric broom. Apparently, I do have a broom or a vacuum. So, just
I have an electric broom or a vacuum. That's
yeah, one of those things.
electric brooms, right? Okay.
Right,
Anyway, vacuum.
that's the one. I will find it. I will find this. Carry on. I really have enjoyed this time that we've had, going over memories and just remembering the life of this bastard and who we are and what he's done and added to the community.
I loved, someone may remember who it was. If it was, I don't think it was just American, but was it Adriana that was saying how lonely it was when she joined in 2014? And I can't imagine. I think so many of us are ignorant, but just having that experience for a couple months of before NAFO, that was so much more lonely. And when you all came along, it was amazing. Like it changed everything. It really did. And it was, I think that kind of idea of like the Calvary and things like that is maybe kind of cliche, but it was true. It was like there was help in this amazing group of people. We're so grateful for that.
You're right. Oh, I posted it. It's a bunch of sticky notes, or it's an intricate cut. And it starts off from top to bottom and says, "Don't be a cunt. Be a seal. There are too many of them in this world. Seals are much better." And that's on the wall of the shop.
I think we can kind of recognize his handwriting, right, on a lot of the messages in Coast of Life. Is that correct? And that's so funny. Had the seal a toy as a child too. That's adorable.
Hmm. I think the one of the "Don't be a cunt," that was Dr. Seal that put that up. There's a backstory. I don't recall it right now. Brain fog. But I'll come back at 2 a.m.
I remember back at the start, it's nearly 4 years ago. or 3.5 or whatever. When the C word, if you said that with an American in the space, it'd
Oh,
be like
yes.
wherever. But over the past nearly 4 years now, it's kind of, especially within the NAFO community, become normalized. And
It
it's more of an
is.
internationally recognized word now than it was before. And John was a big part of that.
Yes, it was. And it means friendship. It means fellowship. It means all the good stuff, depending on the inflection that you use while saying it.
He's also the one that taught me that bender was a slang word for,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't just a supporter of Ukraine, he was an educator of Americans as well, which is a very, very
Ab-
brave course to submit oneself to.
Absolutely.
but very accurate.
Mm-hmm. I have over the years, every time you got a new PFP, would download it just to save it. Never deployed it, but just to look at it and go, damn, why? And another one? And I can't believe this. And, oh, well, another one for the collection. This is awesome. Freaking guy.
Maybe there should be a quest we should make to United 24, which is like, if anyone's got a Cricut or other sticker maker, can we just print out a sticker of every single one of his PFPs and just cover that Sky Sentinel with it? Just to troll
I
the
think we're
Russian
going to
people?
have to, yeah, you're going to have to fundraise for that because it'll be so much and it'll be so expensive. That, yeah, we need help.
Task one is collating all the PFPs. That's the main focus.
That's the main one. I literally know a guy in Kyiv who will make those, who will make those stickers.
Really?
Yeah, well, if you've seen like a lot of
Well,
the patches, like for example, the
Yes.
Finnish barbarians, I literally know that
Mm-hmm.
dude in Kyiv. He has a stand just down the road from the Intercontinental on the way down to Padil.
Yeah.
So he makes patches and he makes stickers. So I'm sure he's
Oh,
done a
wow.
shitload for Undertow. It's like, who the fuck is this guy? But whatever. And it's like, if you want, I was like, really sorry if you're wondering why your business is a bit dried up. It's because we lost a legend. But in honor of that legend,
Right.
can we get like 1,000 different stickers?
That's funny. Where are you? See, I forgot what the hell I was searching for. Oh, for fuck's sakes. That's another one. I never used for fuck's sakes as often as I have now over the past 4 years. That's also under, and that's also this community.
I like it. I like it.
I did too. Let's see.
I'm just
I have.
imagining, like, those sticker books we used to get when we were little kids? It would be like
Mm.
the I Am Undertow collection, be like 19 pages.
I mean, it could be made into one of those big coffee table books, but this one will actually be used rather than just collecting dust on a coffee table. Because it's just when you really look at it, it's artwork that the forgers have created for him, and it deserves to be in a special place or given its due respects. Because 99% of all these PFPs have been his idea. There have been a couple of rare occasions where it's just surprised me, whatever you guys could come up with. But most of them, they all have a meaning behind each single one of them or an event.
Yeah, his PFP collection is definitely part of his legacy.
Yeah. I mean, I would never have thought up to, let me get myself a Ramirez from Highlander or, there was another one too. From Game of Thrones. I tried watching that show and I only got to like 15 minutes of the first episode before I gave up because I didn't like it. And suddenly I have, Deacon knows. What's the name of that dude? Shit. There we go. I'll put it in a thing.
The Viper.
I don't know what that means.
Well, you never knew what it meant, but, he was right for you.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I knew. Go get that one.
But yeah, actually the collecting of fellas, getting a fella for a certain event I would want to say he was one of the first people, if not the first person to kind of start that trend.
Absolutely. It's 100%. And then we all went out to get him. But we had to wait in line because Knucklehead, in addition to the one he's requesting, he still had a whole bunch of them stuck in the queue waiting to be produced. And when I use Knucklehead, that's a term of endearment for people I care about. If I don't use some sort of a cuss word or kind of what would sound outside as derogatory towards someone, and I use something polite, I'm not a fan of yours. Here it is. Who is this cat? There he is. He's the Chilean actor. But it's there in the post. That's also another inspired by John.
Pedro Pascal is the word
That's
most
it.
people.
Thank you. Okay, I could scratch that out of my head. I don't have to remember that one. Let's see the other one that was also his inspiration and told us to get something from that, and that is boom. There you are. Even my PFP with the floaty, that was also an inspiration from him. It was actually a suggestion, and I can't remember if it was for a specific event or just had a brain fart. And suddenly I got a dog with a floaty and holding some Red Bull or whatever the hell I got in my cup. Which, by the way, in the video after the explosion, you knuckleheads abandoned me, and I'm now upside down in the water by myself, taking on this concussive wave that was heading towards me.
You somehow seem to have survived, Walter.
Yeah, I know. But these are another set of memories that we've all now have created being in this space. Again, attributed to him, and of which we will carry with us into the future, and collective memories and our individuals of what we discuss, what we mentioned today, because of him.
I posted my cyberpunk fellows that he sponsored as well, if anybody was curious.
I remember that one. Yeah. I was in our chat, and then that's how shit are so screwed up. I'm in our chat, and then suddenly I'm looking, I'm going, but these, this discussion here isn't coherent. When I look, I'm in Asshammer now. I did not touch a damn thing. Where are we? Shitter.
So outside this room, if you'd have said that sentence, that would have sounded very strange. But in here, it's normalised.
Yeah. There's another meme that says, excuse me or whatever, they're knocking at the door. Do you have time to hear about Team Asshammer? I'm that bastard too.
I wound up in that group accidentally. I mean, I was already y'all's kind of like a few of y'all's friends, but
Mm-hmm.
whatever Toe was donating to, I was like, I'll throw $5 at it. And then I found out I'm in this group all of a sudden and my notifications go crazy. And then somehow I met everybody else. You know, I met Walter and Poet and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bat. But I
I
was
mean,
like,
to
I'm
be,
sorry, I'm part of what now? That was even before we had named it, but it was,
yeah.
it's like, oh, you're in a group. Oh, okay. That's
Mm-hmm.
a very NAFO experience.
Yeah. And then you find yourself amongst those that you've kind of not looked up to, but I've seen it all doing whatever they do out there. Where you got John and Ben and whoever else in there. Now you're in that group, and like, oh shit, what do I do now? How do I behave? And let me not offend people.
At the same time, in the real world,
Yes.
when you're going out there, like, imagine how to describe fuzzy nuts
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
to somebody in the focus of NAFO, like, um, to somebody who doesn't even know where Ukraine is on a map.
Nope.
hmm You know, we're all doing good work, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
I concur.
Yeah.
There it is. Hello, dear lady. Do you have time to learn about Team Asshammer? It's two Mormons.
Oh,
Mormon
yes.
kids.
Ass hammer too. Well, fuzzy nuts and ass hammer. I'm in both of that. So
Yes.
yeah, knocking on the door.
Hello,
Yeah,
Fuzzy
dear
that's
nuts,
lady.
another one of those
ass
outside of this
hammer.
room. Imagine.
Yeah,
Right.
no, it doesn't work.
It does not, no.
Ass Hammer and Fuzzy Nuts definitely work together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, we've gone down the pan, haven't we? But you can't help it. But it does make me laugh, I have to say. I'm chuckling my head off.
My God.
I think a lot of us have talked about that, just how it's such an incredibly upsetting situation, and just to see something funny really kept us going. I mean, literally, that it really,
Yeah,
really helped just keep us going.
absolutely. Because we're looking at everything with joy and humor, and it's been attributed to them. Again, the Pied Piper and the mice.
We come back to the thing about humor again. Fuzzy Nuts, Team Ass Hammer, Cats Division. There's crossover between all of them. Um,
Yes.
I'm in Fuzzy Nuts and in Team Ass Hammer. I'm also the person that usually does the Good Morning Post for Mega Thread to get everybody started there. And
Mm-hmm.
then Jason and we call ourselves Masters of Chaos, and we do odds and ends. We did the Canuck Calamity, my logo that you see. We did the Old Curmudgeons one. We've
Mm.
done, so I just posted in the Purple Pill. We did one for Team Asshammer a little while ago, a logo for Team Asshammer. We did the Adopted Canuck one for all of our American friends with the upside down flag.
Mm.
We did we did the coffee cups for Kobzar and Sparkles.
Mm.
So anything to do with humor is we're somehow involved somewhere along the line.
That's
All of
true.
our
One.
groups.
Grace posted a question, asking, could anyone describe who he was? He said he was some special person in the past, but who was he? He seemed like a gentleman with a big heart, but I don't understand who he was. Well, who wants to help? Andy.
I just posted to Grace a reply, and I said, uh, just check out his timeline, and it'll make you smile for a month.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
He. I'm not the best person to ask. He was Fuzzy's BFF. He was an extraordinarily kind and generous person. Very he encouraged us all. He inspired us all. He entertained us all. And someone else described him as a Pied Piper. Andy, go ahead.
You know, I guess one of the things that might sum him up perfectly is, you know, when he made the mistake of putting the extra zero on a donation.
Mm.
and he laughed about it, and he just kept donating. I mean, everybody can, you know, we all have our own level of donating and contributions. And, you know, for somebody to make a $2,000 flub and laugh about it,
Mm-hmm.
and just,
Wait. This is a true story.
right.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on.
And just to kind of laugh about it. I mean, you know, when I was working, I had given about $3,000 for the first 2 years of this thing. And, you know, and I don't make a lot of money, but it's a worthy cause. And, you know, there were always worthy donations. And I mean, to just be able to do that and then say, you know, oh, well, and then you look at his timeline a week later and he's still giving. And and he's, you know, a month later and he's still giving. And not to say that everybody should give on that level, because it was probably ridiculous. I mean, if you went back and looked, if he didn't donate $50,000 or euros, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he was a machine.
Mm-hmm.
And not just the donations, but then his interactions with all the fellows, getting more fellows involved, you know, recruiting more fellows. I mean, if anybody had the title of Marv, I mean, you know, he was probably the original Marv. So, just
Yeah.
truly amazing
So,
person.
so if there's one thing I could add, it's, you know, not to take away from how much he donated, but he showed up every day. Every
Yeah.
day that he could, he showed up.
Yeah.
And, man, he was, yeah, I don't claim to know him like Babushka does. But he showed up and he was who he was. And I love him for that. And I'll shut up now, but yeah.
I thought the whole time that £2,000 donation was some bullshitting or whatever. What a son of a
No.
bitch. What a son of a bitch. What a great guy.
Yeah. Yeah. God.
Andy, your hand's still up. Do you want to continue?
Oh, no, sorry. I just forgot to take it down there.
No worries. Grace, did we answer your question? Did she? Oh, I don't see her anymore.
She may be checking out his timeline. Like I sent it to her in my
Yeah.
reply. And so we won't see her for quite some time. She'll be thoroughly entertained and awe-inspired. Definitely one for the handbook to follow his timeline and see how to do it. I mean, he's truly amazing. You know, a world ambassador.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll have the same experience I had when I was going through his timeline for the first time. This is pretty amazing. Yeah, pretty amazing. But Grace is right. You know, because this is mainly the reason I'm here now, because I want to hear something more about him. how he was, and what you guys all, or what you folks all experienced with him to somehow get to know him a little bit better. So I understand where Grace is coming from. So it's
And
up
really,
to you guys. Come on.
well, and really just a smart move. And I forget who it was initially that, and it was very fast, very quick work to lock down his account and make sure that, the family was involved and make sure that that account stayed active. I mean, that was whoever came up with that. Really kudos. I mean, very, very quick action, smart. I can't say enough about whoever did that because, all that material would have been lost.
Yeah,
So
come on. We had a steep learning curve when Pets died. Yeah. I guess this is the result of it, that people react quickly and deliberate. That. So thank you for that, wherever it was.
He asked that I be the one to handle his NAFO and Ukraine effects. So that's my responsibility, and I don't take it lightly.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
very, very good work. Very, very good. I can't say enough. That's brilliant. Very brilliant on your behalf.
Hey, can y'all hear me? Because I've been having some technical issues.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. I had just wanted to piggyback off of what Dika had said as far as suddenly finding herself with Team Asshammer. I had, as one does, you go on Twitter, you doing bonking, hunting down Vatniks, whatnot, reporting. And, I started seeing some of Fella Chow's and Raccoon's posts in my feed about they were fundraising for drones. And I really had no idea what it was all about. And finally, one of Undertow's posts about it landed on my feed. And he was announcing that they had fully fundraised 3 drones in a very short period of time. And he was announcing the names. And, he was like announcing, we have Team Asshammer. And I made a comment. I says, something to the effect of, oh, this sounds like something that would be fun to be involved in, like something named Team Asshammer. And he was like, we've closed. He responded by telling me that they had just finished out the fundraiser for the first 3 drones. And he said, but keep an eye on Fella Cow and Raccoon's accounts, because we're going to be doing another one as soon as everybody's bank accounts recover. Mm-hmm. And the next trio of drones, because for a while we were fundraising for 3 drones at a time each time. And the next trio of drones, I think, started within a week or 2 after. It was very quick. And that's how I didn't realize, like, when you donated that you got added to a chat and whatnot. So it was kind of similar. It was like, oh, how did this happen? And now I'm part of Team Asshammer. Mm-hmm. So that's how he was, as it's been said already, he was always very inclusive and very, encouraging. If a fella landed on one of his threads or another thread that he was active in and said, hey, what's going on? What are all these dinosaurs and tribbles and bees that everybody is suddenly getting for fellas? Cause those were, those were some of the first, I don't know what you'd call it. I guess like just shenanigans, overloading the forge with the most random fella requests, and he'd get really excited and really trying to, not, the phrase coming to mind is drum up business, but to really kind of like, hey, if you want a bee like me, donate to your favorite cause or donate to whoever. And, as he always used to say, and again, as it's been said, morale division. there were times that I'd kind of be like, thinking like, what am I even doing? Especially as changes happened on the platform and reporting stuff wasn't as effective anymore. As far as going after the pro-Russian accounts and all that. And I had just made the decision a few months before joining Team Asshammer to switch over more to fundraising. So yeah, anyhow, that was my piece.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
And I'm
you.
going to guess the conversation with your friends when you did join Team Asshammer didn't go too well, or did you have second thoughts about telling anybody about that?
Well, how do you even like? Oh yeah.
I mean, for me, so I belonged for quite a long time to a pretty conservative church, and so some of the folks that I was still in contact with from there, they were kind of like, "You're part of what?" um, and I would explain to them like, it's not as what anyhow I'd tell them it's actually kind of a joke, like the guy who came up with the name for the team misread the name of a missile, and that's how we got named. And of course they're looking at me like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, it is what it is. And we've helped out the
At the
unit that
same time,
the
you
unit that
can't
Team
you
Asshammer
can't touch it.
supports.
You can't
We've
touch
helped
it.
out.
What happened, Paul? You got cut off?
Hello, you still there? I was laughing my head off at that story. Sorry.
Oh, that's no. So I lost my track.
You were
It
explaining
happens.
to your friend's ass hammer, and after that, I just started laughing.
And I think
Oh,
that's
just
what it
talking
was.
about the
Everybody was just laughing
you
about
know
how they would be telling their parents and their grandparents about being on Team Asshammer and getting looks like, what has happened to you? What kind of a group have you fallen into? Well, see, there's these
right.
online dogs and they're trained by the CIA and, and people walking away from
Yeah.
you quietly.
I know the number of times somebody asks me like, oh, what are you working on, or what are you doing? And it's like, I don't even know how to explain this to you. Like, and they're like, oh, just easy, just explain it how you understand it. I'm like, no, you don't understand. There's like a whole, like, even trying to explain like the sex tunnels thing to someone, it's like, well, how
Yeah.
did that come about? And it's like, oh, some adversary who was anti-Ukraine just started popping off about how NAFO has secret biolabs and sex tunnels underground in Ukraine, and we just ran with it. And, it's like trying to, and I will admit, for me, when I first joined NAFO, I had to learn how to shitpost.
Mm-hmm.
Cause, I was aware of what memes are and whatnot. I'm not that brain dead, but, just kind of having to learn more about meme culture and then trying to explain NAFO meme culture is like a whole other
Mm-hmm.
ballgame. But the folks that kind of looked at me skeptically when I would mention the name Team Asshammer, I explained to them, the name sounds, whatever to people that don't know, but we've done a lot of good. We've supported a unit in Ukraine, and yeah, so it's helping Ukraine further toward victory. So, who cares what we're actually called?
Yeah, sure.
Helping through humour.
Yep, exactly.
That's right.
Oh, Dan, I can see your hand in the air.
He was on there. Don't know what happened to him.
All right, maybe I've got a little bit of a glitch. I can still see him on my screen with his hand in the air. But anyway.
Yeah, he did have his hand in the air, but he seems to have disappeared. Come back.
Come back. We don't bite yet.
Just a nibble.
I've got a meme for that too. think we all have a meme for something. I don't see them. No?
No.
Still good. Dika moved up to the top.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, of course. Ow. Put something in here for you guys. If I don't forget what I'm looking for. Oh, that's the button. The purple pill, the nest. More words.
Sorry, we're complicating your life there, Walter.
Yeah, no, I'm a tabby, an orange one. I just have one brain cell. So, which I actually take offense every time I hear you guys say the one brain cell. Those are the smartest
Oh
kitties
my God.
around.
No. You try and live with one.
I had one. He was the best, the bestest. Actually, he didn't like humans except me.
Oh,
Oh.
I need your address. Do you still have that kitty? I need your address. If you could just DM me your address.
No, unfortunately, my kitty. No,
No.
that was a long time ago.
Oh,
Very long time ago.
I'm disappointed now. Love
No.
orange.
Oh no,
I love orange cats.
he was the identical to Morris the cat. That was him. Which actually he was named Morris because of his
Here's
because of the
here's the
commercial.
thing. Like orange cats. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they are what they are. But they're
That's
also
it.
of the most personality, and the best cat I ever had was an orange cat.
See, and then they say they only have one brain cell.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, that's all. I just lied to you because
Mm,
I had a black cat too. It was pretty great.
you know.
Yeah, but I would like to file a complaint on behalf of the cat. Yeah, because of your description. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Sure.
orange, one brain cell. This could be easily mistaken for a publicly known other person sitting in some kind of White House. Yeah?
Oh
So
shit!
yeah, please.
No,
I
well,
didn't even
Yeah,
make that connection.
and I would like to talk to the manager now. Yeah, so please.
Well, the head of HR is on the call here with us, so Dika, it's all yours.
Oh, because I am HR, you'll know I wasn't listening, right?
Right.
What were
Perfect.
Guilty is what the host said. Guilty.
Which is true. Bastards. Where are you?
no, but seriously, just if any of you have some charming cats or dogs, just DM me your address. And I will work my way around to you.
You want a wee terror kitty?
Oh, Territory. Yeah.
I
Mm.
love that cat and I've never even met him.
No, so did John, so I gave it to him. He's John's cat. He still lives with me.
I could
Still feed him and take care of him, but he's John's cat.
Yeah.
I could see Undertow being an orange cat if he were a cat.
He always asked about him.
Like
Really.
in the way that orange cats are just total shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's exhausting.
But why do you call him Terror Kitty? What has he done to you?
He's
I know I've heard you say he's an ass, he's this, he's that.
well,
You
he
know
used to hang.
well,
Go ahead.
what you don't know is that he used to play in a jazz band. Yeah, he toured with Jerry Granelli, and they got way
mm,
back in the '60s. And so that
oh,
cat, cut him some slack, maybe.
I get him. I got it.
Mhm.
I get it.
Yeah,
He licked one too many tabs of sugar cubes, and look at what happened.
yeah,
At Jim results.
yeah,
Now it makes sense.
yeah. So if he gets in your, if he gets in your yarn,
Oh, you should see my yarn
Brian,
room. You should see my yarn room.
I
It
want,
looks like those.
I want to see your yarn room.
It looks like those laser security things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does that. He hangs. So he does. He's too big now. He used to hang from the blinds. My blinds are all torn up. Yeah, stuff like that. I'm a parkour obstacle. He
We
bounces
could,
off of
Oh,
me, claws out. I look like I have a
We could
skin.
always we could always tell if Wuska was having a good day or not when she posted in the Fuzzy Nut chat WTK, and we turned around and said you need to change it to WTF for feline instead of kitty, and then you could go WTF WTF. What the fuck?
what the fuck, feline?
Ah, he's a
Now,
handful.
during Christmas, did any of them get into the tree? And what is that all about? Because mine never did that.
Yeah, I used to have trees and cats, and it was a problem. It was a real problem.
Sure.
But this I haven't had a tree up because I usually am away at Christmas. I don't put up a tree,
Mm-hmm.
which I
Mm-hmm.
miss. I really love having a Christmas tree, but I don't put one up. And
And so did the cat.
so, I mean, he doesn't need a tree to get into trouble, and I can't imagine what he would do if he had one.
Oh my God.
I have to
That
ask,
is too
so
funny.
is this your first cat you have? Or the first cat you're living with?
No,
Huh?
no, it's my first orange cat.
Okay.
I put a picture of my orange cat in the purple pill thing. His name's Mutsy. He's about 15 now.
Oh,
Mm.
wow. Good for him. That's a good age.
He's on his so I had a heating pad for seedlings. He kind of germinates seeds on this heating pad.
Oh,
And he's kind
Oh,
of 10 years ago, basically, he kind of decided he wanted this, and so he's had it for the last 10 years, and full amazed it's going actually. But there he is on his heating pad.
oh
oh.
wow.
Well, Terra Kitty thinks I'm his heating pad. Yeah, he's a Velcro cat on top of being a terror.
No anxiety issues when you leave?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I have nothing I can do about that.
no. Give him
That
a
sounds like
ball
your
of yarn.
friend.
Uh,
Did y'all hear me?
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I heard that.
Okay, good.
Oh, and that was all?
Yeah, basically what I was saying, it sounds like you're describing Ray because he seems to not have the object permanence and he gets very clingy whenever I'm off for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, here he is. I'm working.
That
Yeah.
is funny. Oh, look at that kitty on a heating pad. That's a furry
Isn't
one
he
too.
cute?
Yes.
He's definitely
Needs more orange.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot more cuddly the last couple, 3 or 4 years. He sits on my lap and everything, but when he wants to have a little bit of space, he goes on his heating pad. And he particularly likes that after he's come in from outside. He can warm his butt.
Well, I would too. Thank you.
I guess I can see one. If you ever see you, I'll bring you a seedling heating
Thank-
pad to stick down your pants.
Right. Excellent. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I do not have an orange kitty, but I did send Lilith and Noodle to the chat.
Mm. Let's see. These, I don't freaking shitter. I mean, that's my second go-to phrase every day is freaking shitter. There's always something wrong with this. I can't find your cat, Tika.
It should be there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's probably stuck in the middle when it should be either at the top or at the bottom. That butt plug keeps showing up every time I scroll through this thing. Oh, there they are. Lilith and Noodle. How cute. Lilith doesn't look quite right. There's not evil so much, but she's up to something. Oh, let me stretch. Um, oh, talk amongst yourselves. I have to use the boys' room because I haven't today. Thank you.
Oh, Grace is back. Grace, did we answer your question?
I wasn't gone. I was always here.
Oh no,
I
no,
mean,
great, Grace. I'm
great.
sorry. Probably, yeah. I'm not near the here. I'll move closer to the mic. It was Grace was on and then off, and now I don't see her again. I guess she's shy. I'm sorry. Um, so I just wondered if we'd answered her question that she had asked in the thread.
Yeah, I didn't answer the question about Lilith because I was actually checking out. I've been, y'all have gone on a trip with me. I'm up at the grocery store.
Oh.
Yeah, imagine having a NAFO conversation where other people can hear you.
Yeah.
Sounds
Talk
like the
about
perfect
Team
time.
Asshammer.
I was going to say, no, we can talk about triple butt plugs and ass hammer.
Yeah. Well, I often wonder what happens when the grandkids ask, "What did you do to support Ukraine, Grandma?" Well,
I've thought at different times, like if, as I quickly think about it, I think they've all passed at this point. All my uncles and my grandfather that all fought in World War II. Like just trying to think, like imagine trying to explain to them how, like how folks came together to support Ukraine.
I think there is one of those like the Team Asshammer memes where it's the grandpa or the dad with the kid in his lap, and it's like, "What did you do during the war, Dad?"
Yep.
Yeah, I don't try to explain to anybody what I really do. I don't say I sit around crocheting penises.
Sorry, I can't stop laughing. Ah, because if you put things starkly like that, and other things that we do in NAFO for supporting Ukraine,
Right.
together with that meme that's in my head as well, it's just, just surreal, isn't it? It's, and that's kind of reminds me of John as well. Yeah, right in the middle of it. Sorry. Carry on.
Well, anybody else?
As an American, I always appreciated how he would troll our certain members of our government. He was he reminded me a lot of Robin Williams. Very quick, the sense of humor too, but very quick, and his intelligence came out in his zingers when he would say certain bonking and whatnot, or even joking around.
He's very British in that sense that there are many things written between the lines. He has a wit, a smart guy. Sorry.
Well, I went through my timeline here, and I'm looking again at a couple of certain things, and I see Eliza's still there. Eliza, I sent you a message to try to post the one where you put his Tribble Fella on TV, and it just kind of gives you an idea of his youthful exuberance. His reply to that was, "I'm on TV, Mom," and I'm trying to post that to the group chat, but for some reason I can't get it up. But maybe Eliza can put that up there for you, and you'll get a good idea of just
Oh,
the just the enthusiasm and the again, like that youthful exuberance that he had.
He was a controlled guy, wasn't he? I never saw him lose it. He always just responded when things got too stupid, he just responded with a stupid meme. I think so. I think he was very collected.
mm-hmm.
Did any of you ever meet him?
Yeah. Well, Shaggy, and I don't think Alex is on anymore. Shaggy met him.
Yeah, met him in London, twice, in, first time February 2023, 24th, in a shark suit with, another fellow was there as well, actually. He was in there earlier, at that march. There was quite a few of us obviously met, that day. But yeah, he carried my coat all day because I was in the shark suit and it was a bit too hot to wear the coat in that. So he was one of my volunteer coat carriers. So yeah, spent a little bit of time together. It was very nice. Make it all harder, kind of. Not no, that's not going to happen again. Actually, but I do cherish those memories. Gotta say.
I went to see him this last August when he was just discharged from the hospital. And spent 2 weeks with him. We had a wonderful time. He was a lot of fun. And yeah, yeah, one of the best things I've done.
Thank you for doing that. That's really kind of you.
Thanks.
Because right now, I think it was Chris who said, like, when people suddenly die, you start to think, what could I have done, or whatever. I've never met him, but yeah, I kind of do regret, because I was in London in August, and the thought did cross my mind. It would be fun to meet him, but then that would just be. So I never reach out to fellas, really, in real life. Maybe I should. I don't know.
You should. I highly recommend it. If you have proximity, get to know your fellas. There's a few near where I live. I've met a few in where am I? Southwestern Canada, British Columbia. I had traveled up there summer 2024. And then there's a few that live. I live in the Pacific Northwest. And there's a few out here, and I've met Babs, and I met up, and I think there's been a few others, or there's some others that are close by. We have tentative plans to meet up at some point. Do it.
So, do you think he knew how much he meant to the community?
Pardon me?
Do you think he knew how much he meant to the community?
Yeah, I do think so. I maybe not to the full extent, but yeah, he did.
Good.
Yeah. He knew his legacy was important to preserve.
I have to second what Babushka said about if you do have a chance to meet fellas in your area, it is it is a hell of an experience. It is really good. In our Canuck chat, there's Mrs. Norman, Sandra. We are basically she's my nemesis in the Canuck chat, and we're always kind of going back and forth. And but she only lives a couple hours south of me, and she came into Edmonton one night, so we met for dinner. And everybody in the Canuck chat was, "Oh my God, lock down the city! There's gonna be." But I mean, she's a wonderful lady. We had a great time. But then I've also had the opportunity to meet. I don't know how to pronounce his name in Ukrainian. He's Canadian Ukrainian. I don't know if you remember Corey, and he went over to Ukraine and joined some unit or something over there. So we met for dinner here before he flew back over, and he was taking a whole bunch of tourniquets with him. So we gave him a suitcase to use to pack the tourniquets, and I had bought a flag, a Canadian Ukrainian flag, and so I gave it to him to take with him. Well, he ended up getting it signed by the unit or Wild Hornets or something, and put it up for a raffle. And our artist Rembrandt won that raffle, but they raised like $3,000 for that flag, and I was like just blown away. But it's just these little things that happen or fall out when the opportunity arises and you meet people. You just never know what's going to happen.
Sure.
No, it's my experiences have all been positive.
Helen hides from me though whenever I come out to Nova Scotia.
Helen. Liam Neeson was on and he's disappeared. I was going to
Oh,
ask him to
really?
talk. Yeah. Oh, well.
That bum, for
It's all
some
your
reason,
fault,
had
Cheryl.
the Liam.
I hope Derek is doing well.
I'm sure he misses John terribly. I don't know that
Yeah.
there's anybody there that pays as much attention to him as John did.
Mm.
But I do know he's shitting on a certain blue car.
Did someone say that Liam Neeson is looking to speak? I was gonna say something, but I can go after them.
You can carry on.
No, he was on.
I've sent Liam an
He was
invite.
on.
See
He
if he
was
wants to
on.
come in.
Oh, okay. He was on as a listener, and I was going to ask him to speak, but he disappeared. So please, Rocco, go ahead.
I don't know if anybody has already mentioned it. Some have already mentioned that it's a good idea to try and meet up with fellas in your area. Um, Eliza sets up a lot of our DC meetups for anybody in the East Coast U.S. area. We've had one in February since the war started, and every July for Ukrainian Independence Day. I've been to, this will be my sixth DC meetup, and meeting up and hanging out with fellows IRL is everything I dreamed it to be and more.
Mm.
I I, I highly recommend you try and attend some. Um, it's some of the most fun I've had in many years is being in the company of fellows and hanging out with them in real life. Um, I also some people have been commenting, just before signing off, that they have met some of the most amazing people in NAFO. Um, I shared this once, maybe in the first year when I first joined NAFO, but um, I was in a very, very dark place before I came across NAFO. My stepmother had just passed away from cancer. A year later, my sister died from cancer. And a year after that, my wife of 10 years was killed in a tragic accident. Um, I had quit my job. I stopped eating, started getting serious health issues, like my organs were even shutting down. And I had nearly all but given up on life. And then the war started. And then I found NAPO. And I can honestly say that I'm not sure that I'd be here today if it wasn't for me coming across NAPO and joining. Um, I've said this before, but NATO has literally saved my life.
Wow.
And I think what made me think about all that is because it, it gave me a purpose to um, almost be in service of others because we're all a bunch of us fellas are just spread around the world. Many of us have never even been to Ukraine, but we're never even going to meet 99.9% of the people's lives we may have helped save. Um, we don't do it for a thank you. We do it because it's the right thing and we believe in something. And that all of these people around the world can have those similar beliefs and somehow get networked up with each other. And at the same time, trying to help crowdfund a war that we shouldn't have to because our leaders are too cowardice. Um, we'll also have some of the most hilarious fun ever laughing at Russians and Russia. It's been one crazy hell of a ride as being part of NATO. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. Some people have said they wish to stick around until the war's over. In my opinion, I'm going to be NATO until Russia is no longer a threat to the world, long after this war stops. Um, that's kind of how I feel about that. But I just wanted to share that.
Correct. Right there with
Amen to that. And I would also like to say, like, since we already are in a sentimental mood, some things just needs to be said, and I do really appreciate you Americans who are present, because from my perspective, I watch the news and then I think, God, I fucking hate America. Just nuke the place. And then I come in here and I see you guys and I see, okay, there is hope. There are reasonable people. So thank you for that.
hmm there are still many normal of us in this country, and we do things not for praise or whatever, but because it is the right thing to do. Unfortunately, it's the louder voices on the fringes that tend to overpower us. We just have to be louder as well.
And also for us Europeans, it has brought us together. All the shit that is going on now, it's brought us together, and I
Yeah.
really like it because through NAFO I meet people of all ages, all social classes, and we just get along. We are on the same team.
hmm Yeah.
There's a sense of unity now that maybe was before, but people were not clearly aware of.
Sure. think I lost the audio again. Shit.
I thought it was me, Walter. I've been
Oh, there you are.
playing around with my buttons, wondering if it was me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everything went silent.
Damn it. Twitter box. Oh, I hope it doesn't get any worse. Anyway,
Yeah.
Terry, I think I saw Terry with her hand up in there. It flashed.
Yeah, I put my hand up and then I thought nobody's speaking, so I'll say something. And of course that cancels the hand, so I've put my hand up again. But I've just come up again to say to Rocker specifically, I really hear you, Rocker. I was in a very, very similar place, sort of, different way, at the beginning of the full-scale invasion. And I think it's why I was glued to the TV all day, every day in those first few weeks. Couldn't believe that none of our governments were stepping in to close the skies or do anything. They were just sort of saying occasional words that meant nothing. But it gave me a sense of purpose as well, to actually have something to follow. And I was following it on Twitter, not knowing it. Well, NAFO was born a bit later, but I think it took me several months before I found out about it and then joined. And yeah, NAFO, and as Scandi Fella was saying, it's something that has brought so many of us together from all around the world, different nationalities, different ages, different ways of being, different ways of talking. And yet, maybe because we don't see each other, we have been even closer than I think we would have been in a sort of small community. But that sort of almost anonymous nature of us, we were all here, we still are all here. And you think 4 years later, we're still all here, fully supporting Ukraine as far as we can as individuals, but as a big community of NAFO. Yeah, we are just amazing. I've just seen the tweet from United 24 about the latest lot of robots, Fella's Fury or something, a platoon. We've got a whole platoon named after us. Yeah, we're just, there's something so special about us that it's not that we're bragging individually, we're bragging about what we collectively have been able to do. That, as somebody said, our governments wouldn't step up and do it, so we as citizens of the world have done it instead. So
Correct.
I'm getting a bit drowsy, but I am still listening in. So, but Rocker, yeah, really hear you there, and Scandi Fella. As a fellow European, although I'm in the UK, I'm still considered European. Right with you there, Guy. So, Fella, I should say. So, yeah, love everybody here.
Yes, ma'am.
By the way, Terry, I'm not a EU citizen. And, I don't know. So, but I don't know, I just love UK still. I mean, you saved us from fascism. But I think a lot of people can relate to what you are saying. When the war started, I think everyone was kind of too focused on the news, and the whole world was falling to shit. And also that's why Undertow made such an impression on all of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking depressing to be on Twitter. And he brought some light to the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have one suggestion. Let's keep once in a while to repost and donate to Coast of Life.
Yeah.
Try to fill the void.
Yes. Yep, right there with you.
Because that's just about what I feel we can do. Just, yeah, be kind to one another and all that. But also try to, let's give, let's give them some attention, some of the attention they lost.
Yeah. What have you done for Ukraine today? It's something we should say to ourselves at least once a day.
That reminds me of Christopher James,
Yes.
who was on the space that we don't talk about very often, but what Volia Radio came out of, and how Tryzub Radio came to life as well. And I actually started helping on that space because of Christopher James and hearing about his passing, and how I felt they needed a bit of help in the background. I never talked very often, but I used to listen in to him and Tracy quite a lot. And having that space going all that time was quite amazing. You got to learn an awful lot. And that's why I think Twitter has to keep going. We have to have these spaces. If only spaces were available elsewhere, I think we'd all migrate elsewhere. But, Twitter is also where the battle is. So we all have to stay and fight the battle here.
Correct. Very true.
R.I.P. to Christopher James too.
Yeah. Is anyone who hasn't spoken yet
I can see
have any thought?
I can see Sky Kiss with a hand in the air. Are you there, Sky Kiss?
Yeah, I am. Thank you,
There she is.
Shaggy. Shaggy and I are like in the same class, sort of like we joined the same summer, and I met Shaggy, who was having little spaces, little side get-togethers, and it was really lovely. Um, so we're kind of old friends here, and so basically, like in the second wave of NAFO that summer, and it was a woman from Scotland, Carolyn, who I guess bought me my fella, but I didn't have a fella. I didn't have time to get a PFP, so for the longest time, I had this, just blue and yellow flowered thing, and then there was a Ukrainian who was not a defender, but knows a lot of them. I'll put it that way. And just somebody, that I talk with occasionally. And he was fooling around with AI. So then he ended up creating 4 of them for me. So I changed them throughout the seasons. And the one I've got now, she's like reading a book, working on her laptop, and all this stuff. In the winter, so it's kind of dark. But I'm getting ready to, I guess, launch possibly my final one, Sky Kiss Television, Seeing Through the Noise. And it's really wonderful. A developer in Europe created this for me. and we're working on a project. It's kind of we got some things that we're just putting together. They're working on the software, and then we've got and he is he said he's had 2 meetings with Ukrainians about this, and I'm just being a little uh, closed about it until, although I will start sharing a lot about it. I wanted to say something about just being Sky Kiss Television. Um, that was sort of an inspiration for me when I thought up my name, and especially the television part, because I like to think that one of the things that is my mandate in NAFO is to keep the vision, keep the the most important fundraisers. Sometimes we have some new ones that are developed, but we know the people involved, and so I have my top 10 list, as I think most people do, and I think it's really important that we spin these. That's what it's called in the uh, advertising industry. We spin these fundraisers 3 or 4 times a day. Here on Twitter, it is really hard to get visibility, and so we need to keep at it. And I also think that when we have a new campaign, or a new fundraiser that is like something fun and funny, I like to also um, you know pay homage to all the creativity and the just the um, those moments of joy that we can give to ourselves, and also to the Ukrainians who we support, and who think that we're terrific, and we think they're awesome, and we want to support them with everything we can. And I think that when I think of I Am Undertow, I I it was like dizzying. All the fellas. What, another one?
Hmm.
So it was fun and interesting, uh, but also had a really deep purpose of helping the Ukrainian defenders in everything that we do every day. Um, and I love that sometimes we will see it'll say, ah, good morning, fellas. Good morning, Ukraine supporters. What are we doing for Ukraine today? And sometimes it's not for the defenders, but those are very, very important too, because we have to remember they're all um, the grandparents of our many friends, and our many, many defender who many of us know. We've met them, we've talked to them in spaces, we understand the complexity of some of the issues they're dealing with. So my first fundraiser was Coast of Life today, and I usually put that on the top, because I think um, I don't think it gets as much um, airtime. Put it that way, airtime. That's radio speak.
Hmm.
And I think it's really important that we do this. That every day. Some days we'll have, like uh, on Tuesdays we'll have the one that's
Tuning
chosen.
Tuesday.
That doesn't mean that we you know, don't spend the other fundraisers. It just means we're focusing on this one, and we're really trying to get this one. Sometimes we'll have one that we're trying to um, um, finish up. They only need another 500 pounds or whatever it is, and I think it's very good if if you have like 2 or 3 a day that you focus on, and then maybe the next day or as soon as it closes, just move on to something else. And I try to do that. I do. So thanks. I'm usually kind of in the background, really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely to meet some of you sort of for the first time, but some of you I've known for years.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you. Laura's hand is up again. I don't know if that's a holdover from before or she wishes to speak again.
No, thanks. It's me. Can you guys hear me okay? I was having issues.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I can hear
Thank
you.
you. No, thank you. It's related to Fabulous Sky Kiss too. I wondered, do we want to make sure, like, in this space that his written charities were documented? Like, I think a lot of you guys know of, like, well, yeah, they were this and this and this, but would maybe one of his good friends like to put it, we could talk about it now and maybe put it in the space in part 1 and 2. I can do it too, but it might, one of you guys might want to have it just to put their tags, like whether it's Coast of Life or any of the others, or anything we'd like to tell his
I'm doing
family
it.
too.
I'm doing it right now. Um, you don't have to
I
listen
think
to
you
me
guys,
type.
when we can verbalize them too if no one, I mean, was it, if you want, and maybe it wasn't that static too, like we don't know what his favorites were, that's his business, but we know, of course, Coast of Life and some of the others. But you guys have just done a tremendous job. I'm so grateful to people who came up, and I think, like, for his family and friends, just to know what an impact he had on people and what NAFO means to people, I think that would mean a lot to anyone who cared about him. Thank you so much.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey,
How we doing tonight?
is that there he is? Oh, we're doing okay.
We're remembering
How are
our
you?
we're remembering our
Oh, I'm fine.
we're remembering our friend John. I am undertow, who sadly passed away early December.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. I never knew his real name, but he used to comment a lot, and he was online a lot with me. So I thought I'd come and share my respects for him.
Excellent.
Thank you. He was thrilled when you followed him. He was just tickled.
Does anybody really know what happened? Was it some sort of contusion, blood clot thing, or what happened to him?
He was terminally ill. This was not
I got you.
unexpected.
I see.
So, of course,
Well,
yeah.
he was a good dude in my book, that's for sure. Um, was he a fan of Tool? Is that why he picked that name?
His university band was named Undertow,
Ah, I
and that
see.
would have been in the 90s. I think early 90s.
Cool.
So, I don't think it had to do with The World According to Garp, and there was one other reference that escapes me at the moment.
Gotcha. He was a good dude. Cheers. Pour one out.
Thank you.
Yep.
If we had to pour one out for every single one of his PFPs, that's a lot of alcohol, isn't it?
May God have mercy on your liver.
Really?
But
Oh
yeah,
my goodness. I
Do Irish cream Oreos count?
Well,
whatever your substance of choice, he would endorse that.
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
yeah.
We talked a little bit about clubbing back in the day. So yeah, we shared that. We shared that history. So yeah, he definitely would have appreciated that.
Yeah, I would say speaking as HR, I would not recommend doing that all in one day, not even in the sex.
Thank you.
We've all been warned. Yeah.
I'm back home, so I'm no longer in the grocery store having conversations about triple butt plugs.
The thing is, it would be the sketchy thing to do though. So
It would
mm,
be.
mm.
That breaks my twisted NAFO heart.
That's the lure. Oh, I can see two hands now. Or maybe these are ghost hands. I can see Laura's hand and Skykiss's hand.
Skykiss, you can go ahead too.
thank you. I'll be brief. So, in addition to his calling, you know, making every day about fundraising and calling attention to the different fundraisers, and all his characters. I think that one of the things the characters did was to call attention to the fundraisers. You know, it's not just like he's just having fun. He's donating more of his money. He's calling all of us to do what we can every day and reminding us, oh, we have this over here. Um, and there was, just the humor and the fun. Um, So I really appreciated that he did this. I didn't know him all that well, but whenever he popped up, whatever it was, I paid attention, and whenever I needed to ask him something, um, or I might have put out a question about something, it might have had to do with some weird NAFO thing, and he would just answer. I mean, oh, wow. And I knew that he was pretty busy and had, lots and lots of friends here in the NAFO spaces. So, um, oh, there was something else. Yes, yes. There was something else. Um, when it comes back to mind. So it had something to do with NAFO. Okay. I'll remember it and I'll put my hand back up. Thanks.
Sure.
Oh, I got up to go to another room. I remembered what it was. So it just has to do with um Uh, oh goodness. I have my a Van Winkle day. I call it a Van Winkle day. Um, when I sleep into the afternoon, and it's like, what? I didn't go to bed that late. It was not 4 a.m., was it? So oftentimes I'm so involved with what I'm doing here, um, for uh, to support Ukraine and the defenders, and also very, very heavily military news. I do a lot of that. So I usually apologize to, I guess, the other friends and colleagues around who are they're not involved. Most of them are very supportive of Ukraine, and including many, many Americans. So I'm American. I'm in the Southwest, and and almost everyone, even in the medical, the democracy, all of these other areas I work in here on this platform. And yes, we all made decisions. Now some left. Some of my really good friends left, but most of us, most of NAFO stayed because the fight's here, and fighting disinformation is a big part of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big part, and we all got that early training. Um, you know, in the first weeks and months of the war, we all got this early training, and we continue to add to our knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing that I do when I'm trying to explain NAFO and about fundraisers and Ukraine generally, I have like this little hot list, and it's just a little hot list of facts. And the thing about NAFO is I usually have a few PFPs on hand. So my neighbor downstairs of many years was like, huh? And and then she's laughing, and she just laughed so much.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share that with you guys because we brought joy to someone who's not even remotely involved. In fact, she tried to talk me out of even keeping up with the news on what's happening in the war. And she, oh, it's not good for us. Oh, we have to. And I'm like, what? I've always been up on the news. I mean, I watched Uncle Walter with my mom. As Walter Cronkite with CBS News, decades ago. And I just grew up watching news and documentaries on public television and all this different in history, and some of it might have been military history. So my mother and I were history buffs, mother and daughter, together, and of many interests we shared. So I just wanted to say that we have in our quiver, our little toolbox, um, different different methods of explaining to people what NAFO is, what we do, the support of Ukraine people and their defenders. And I think it's just really important to have it in a nutshell so that when the opportunity happens, whether it's in the grocery store or at school or in your job or your neighbors, or a family. Yeah, family member. So I also just a little bit told my aunt, who's 90 years old now, was telling her about much of what I do with my days. I'm retired, and I don't have any problem with giving significant time. And I know there are people who can't, they're busy parents, they're younger, they're still in their jobs and so on. And so I always do try to appreciate those people too when they show up.
Sky Kid,
And that's a
Sky,
really,
Sky
really
Kids.
important thing, right?
I want to ask you a question. You didn't tell her when your explanation to her, your aunt wasn't. You didn't mention the word bonking, did you? Or did you?
Oh, you have to tell them. You have to tell them. When you met me and you said, this woman, she sounds really nice. She sounds kind of, even not a wild person, but she keeps saying bonking. It doesn't mean the same thing in the United States, but
Jesus.
tell them
Are
what
you
it means,
okay?
Shaggy.
I remember back in the day, kind of in that first summer when I kept on hearing bonking, it was like, what? What? And
Right,
I keep on
exactly.
hearing different people say bonking, but especially when I hear Sky Kids were just talking about bonking, it was making me giggle. Every time Sky Kids said the word bonking, I just used to giggle like a little kid, basically.
Mhm.
Reminds me of a story from high school. Um, Basically, I live in America. Of course, you can tell by my accent, but my older brother had a class in high school, and one day a British exchange student showed up, and one day she turned to the left and said, "Hey, may I borrow a rubber?" And my
Oh.
brother didn't know what she meant. He was like, "I think she was coming on to me." I was like, "No, no, dude, she just wants an eraser."
That's funny.
Darren? Darren, did you want to say something? Are you there?
I'm too busy laughing at that.
Did we lose him?
Hello?
There he is.
Am I good?
There he is.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I just want to say that I've known Toe for a long time, but we kind of talked about things that weren't NAFO related because we came from the same place and we went to the same clubs and enjoyed the same the same amount growing up. So my experience of Toe was that basically, and I had no idea about his effect on NAFO. I mean, I was NAFO and he was NAFO, yeah, but I didn't know about all the stuff that he did. We just kind of chatted about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year in August, BB was visiting, and I had no idea that John was ill. But BB was coming to visit, and she asked me a lot of things about UK and stuff, and I never knew John in the way of the super fundraiser. I knew him in different ways, and when BB came to visit him, I mean, she had such a good time, but she was like asking what to say to the taxi driver and stuff like that, and I was just helping out, and then since then, I mean, BB and I are good friends, but as far as John's concerned, he was such a good guy over so many different levels. You know, it's not like he was good in one particular field. The way he affected people blanketed over so many different levels. And I just wanted to say that I respected him. I didn't know him for the fundraisers that he did, but I was his friend. And BB is my friend, and I respect her feelings. And I just wanted to say something, okay? I never speak to anybody in public, but I just wanted to say something, okay? Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak.
Thank you, Darren.
Thank you.
I will be leaving now. It's getting late, but thank you for letting us know that he didn't die unexpected. Because when you know nothing, it's easy to assume the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
yeah. And thank you guys for everything. And let's keep on supporting each other. And with that, good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you for joining.
Yes, thank you.
Good night. Sleep well.
Yeah, thanks for coming. And yeah, hope to see you again.
Well, this has been amazing, though. It's incredible to hear everyone's stories.
Yeah, peace out, guys. I'm gonna go mess with some Nazis. Catch you later.
See it.
Thanks. Bye.
That was good. Peace out. God deal with Nazis.
That would be a good exit line for a movie.
Absolutely.
Somebody should tell him.
I would, but he has me blocked. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm a nice boy.
Really?
Yeah, but he doesn't have my alt blocked. That's all right.
Hang on, trouble's coming.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, I was just trouble is definitely the best explanation for it. I don't have a ton to add. I mean, I think it's been amazing just listening, which is what I've been mostly doing. But uh, I will say this: my almost 14-year-old, whenever I was explaining what I was doing, working on this video for like 3 days, and then I've been in here all day. Um, and I explained that my friend had passed, and he was asking which one, and he, was looking at one of the pictures that I'd brought up, and he went, "Oh, he was a Tribble," and I said he was the OG Tribble, and Jack was like, "You never told me that."
Mm.
Uh, Even somebody that's NAFO adjacent, as he is, knew, what that was, knew what that meant.
Yeah.
I see a lot of new faces. Does anybody else want to talk, or Nell come back in, or Yulia? Anyone?
There's Billy, Foglart,
I
Gina,
see Ice.
Pat. Damn dogs. Well, no, that's his name. They've got a lot of listening to do if they're going to go through all 6.5 hours.
That's incredibly
Oh,
true.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We've been at this for a while. Yeah. I think that some people are just, there's a couple of times I've had to step away, but just kept it playing in my ear, just to kind of be part of it. It goes back to that whole NAFO community aspect of just being present.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is something I was thinking about earlier when someone was talking about he would always kind of pause to talk to you. He was always very present. He was, if you needed him or even if you just wanted to talk, he was never too busy.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
He met everybody on an even playing field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Laura?
Thanks. And I wondered about that, if anyone knows or can say without giving like too much privacy or identifying information away. Do we know like what sort of background he had that might have given him this kind of ability to network and match people? Had he worked on other campaigns and again, like only if it's something the family wants known or he might have wanted known. But it just seems like he was so good at that, at networking and understanding what would motivate people to be involved.
He was a natural salesperson. He did work in sales. For a while, he worked as, he sold cars for a while, didn't like it. But he was just such a social guy. He'd talk your ear off if he was in a chatty mood. Um, I just think it was his nature though. I mean, he loved being on stage. Being in the band, he said, was like the best thing ever. So it was really, I think was mostly just his nature.
Mm-hmm.
Did that answer your question, Laura?
Yeah, no, that does. And again, nothing that we shouldn't know or just the public shouldn't know, but that's neat. I'm almost kind of more inspired that
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have, well, we worked 20 years in this campaign. That's really neat. Thank you for everything. That was so
Mm-mm.
nice that Liam Neeson came too. I'm sorry. I may not, sorry.
Yeah.
But no, you guys have just done a tremendous job. Did we put in the organizations too? I thought that just so people could kind of know like how to carry on his work too. Did we put that in the comments?
It's in the comments and it's in the nest.
Thank you. I love that because yeah, I think we have so much motivation here to keep going. Thank you, loves. Great job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think what was so fun about him as well, kind of going back into the past, and again without giving too much information, was he was so very honest about who he had been before NAFO, and he and I used to have long conversations about feeling like maybe we were atoning a bit for some of the things we had done in our youth. Uh, Trying now, it's like, oh, let's actually try to be a good person for a minute. And
That's funny.
I do know where a couple of the skeletons are buried, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of what some of us are going through right now, we are because we keep lapsing into silence, and I know that there is a little bit of the reluctance to just let go, um, and knowing that when this is over, that process has to start, and even though yes, we will be carrying him forward, the reality of the day after happens. Um,
Mhm.
I don't think that that's something that he ever would have wanted us to be afraid of, though, because moving forward and buggering on, so to speak, is kind of everything that he did.
Mhm.
Um, and I know I personally am clinging to the I don't want this to end, because it is the accepting that you know that part of my life, before and after. As with any death, there is a before and there's an after, and what is things going to look like, and the realization that I will never DM with him again. We'll never have those fun little interactions again. That I'll never see his name pop up, across my feed when I've posted a piece of jewelry. But it's something that we all have to do, and and most people know, that, especially because I was stating earlier that I took it quite seriously that he had made me officially part of the morale division. My DMs stay open. I don't have anybody blocked that's in NAFO, and so if there's ever anything you need or any swearing that you need to do, I'm available.
Mhm.
All that being said, I am also going to need to dip out of the call. Uh, I've got to get back to life around the house, so to speak. I'm going to go get everybody fed. But I think everybody has been amazing, and seeing people come together, despite how rocky, this last month or so has been amazing to watch. And I I love you all, guys. Okay.
Amen.
I loved the video that Dika and Bat did, if they're still there. I just thought you guys did a tremendous job, and everything you guys contributed. Thanks so much. Sorry, my buttons are really slow. Sorry for the delay.
Right, it's getting a little bit late for me over here in the UK, so I was wondering if we're going to set a timer when we're going to wrap up. Walter.
Thank you.
I'm fine. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's quite late for you. So, yep. Um, thank you everybody who joined. I know a lot of people have moved on. But it's been great to listen to everybody sharing their memories of John. Thank you all so much. And
Thank
I'll
you.
send the links to the recording to his family, and so they have an opportunity to listen as well.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'll also get it put on Spotify and YouTube, so they can have links there as well. Probably do that tomorrow now, actually. But yeah, thanks
Right.
everybody for coming. Oh, go. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming
Thank
and
you,
sharing the
everyone.
stories. If anybody wants to quickly come up and say any last thoughts before they go, be quick. Walter, anything
No,
to
I
end with from you?
give everyone a chance. No, I'm fine. Dude, thank you to everyone.
Oh, I think we're done.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're not. We've
Okay.
got to keep on buggering on. And then once. Oh, hang on. There we go. I did generate a request quickly. There we go. Welcome, Rocker.
You do.
I thought I brought Rocker up. But
Yeah, that was it. No, that's not. Right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Night, everyone. Slava Ukraini.
Royam Slava.
Ron Slava.
Slava Nazi.
Shmert Verham.
Where's Warham? Yeah.
Yes.
What's the other one? I can't remember it now. Okay, yeah, I was just seeing if Rocco was trying to come up again, but I don't think so. So, all right, we'll end it there then. Thanks everyone for coming again.
Cheers, everyone.
Be
Thank
safe.
you. Likewise. Thank you, guys.